Nice. Hey, a cantaloupe. Who left that out here? Well, put a couple of nice holes in it. Didn't do much to it though. That's all right. Hey, Hickok 45 here. Look what I have. Quite a little thumper. This is the Socom 16, and that is the 7.62 by 51 M1-A in the sawed-off version. How cool is that? Come over and take a look at this thing. Man, I tell you what, it's got an empty mag. Let's just stand him up, let you take a look at him. I think he'll stand up. Yeah, pretty cool. This is Socom 16, came out a few years ago, and has just over 16-inch barrel on it. It has your rails up there on the top, so you can kind of fit it out with a red dot sight or a scope if you want to, kind of in the scout rifle configuration. And has a tritium front sight there, Trigicon. You notice, and not suppressor, but the flash hider up there is proprietary, as I understand, that Springfield created, or somebody created for them. The rest of it pretty much is standard M1-A. You notice your M1-A sights, your wonderful sights, the standard operation. The gas system had to be modified just slightly, as I understand, as far as the lock, but the piston, the operating rod, and everything are pretty much the same. So some modifications, but essentially a shortened M1-A, and this is pretty neat. This is pretty neat. I asked Springfield for this gun. I know it didn't just come out or anything, but I've always I don't know, just I have a thing for short, powerful guns. So just, let's face it, look at the 3-inch magnums I have in 44, 357, the little 4570 you just saw perhaps in the video. There's just something cool. I mean, and not just because it's cool. When I say cool, I use that term to mean something that is based on reality, not just looks. I always like a small, handy gun that functions well and that you can shoot well, that you can hit something with. Now, if you got a little gun you can't hit anything with, that's not too cool, but this is pretty cool. It weighs about, I think, 9 pounds. It's, I believe, a couple of pounds lighter than the standard M1-A in the full-length configuration. And like I said, it's got a barrel that's just over 16 inches, just over the legal length on that. And I've probably fired it, I don't know, 60 or 80 times. Just messing around, and it's functioned flawlessly with NATO ammo, so NATO spec ammo, not a problem at all. So let's take a few more shots with it and see what it will do. Yes, put some of these big rounds in there. 308 or 7.62 by 51. Safety's right there on the trigger. Be familiar with the M1-A. Got these great sights, wonderful gun. By the way, the front sight is, we've got safety on. The front sight is a little thicker, I noticed, than on the standard M1-A. But seems to shoot just fine. I think I know where to hold on it pretty well, if I can do that, of course. That's the other issue, isn't it? Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these 2 liters. I'm gonna get down here where I don't shoot any steel behind me. Yeah, about right here, that'll be good. All right. Let's just take them out. Now the recoil, as you might imagine, it's a little more aggressive, but not much, because it is lighter and shorter, but it's still not hard to shoot, Let's see if we can take out some of those guys. Okay. Well, that watermelon took 2 hits. That's all right. Feels good. Feels really good. And you know what I see over there? I see that John has set a watermelon on a cinder block. Well, let's see if we can hit the watermelon. All right, let's see if we can hit the cinder block without damaging our stand over there. That'll work. That'll work. Of course, you can't hit anything with a short barrel. You realize that. Well, while we're feeling frisky, there's a bowling pin sitting up over there. Okay. And you know what? I don't know what it's going to take to get this old rotten cantaloupe to blow. I'll get a little closer. There we go. I just about knocked John down. All right. You never know about fruit. I'm kind of an expert on shooting melons, but you never know. We're empty, except we're really not. We have one round left in the chamber. All right. That was fun. That was fun. Woo! Tell you what, this is the one sweet gun. I really appreciate Springfield sending this thing. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to send it back. It may just get lost in the shipment somehow. And these things are not cheap, I tell you. That's a problem, or it wouldn't go back. Let's see, what else do we have now? You know, we can't shoot our steel targets 308. We can push it a little bit and shoot with 45-70, you know, big, heavy lead bullets. They do a little damage, but 308 definitely does some damage. So that's why we have some other targets. You know what we did? We got some of this cheap Walmart soft drink here in a 12-pack. We've always wanted to do this. I'm going to kind of get an angle on it. We'll probably just get one shot. So we'll see what happens. We have no idea what's going to happen. And I'm actually so close, I'm not sure exactly where to hold to precisely place the round. But that will do. Oh man, it's kind of like setting off a whole pack of firecrackers. You just got to do it once in a while. You know, take something else you just got to do. You see that cinder block down there? Let's back up a little. The one that John had the watermelon on. I don't want to get too close. And let's see if the old 308 will take care of it. Yep, did the job, didn't it? Oh man, this thing, I love it. I love it. There's a tin can there. Let me shoot it. Yeah. 308's moving so fast it doesn't necessarily move everything you shoot. Like right there. Like that cantaloupe. I put 2 on it when I shot it, the first 2 shots, and I don't know if you, unless you saw the holes, it looked like I missed. And I'm capable of missing, but those were actually good hits. Okay, I've got the safety on. I don't know if you know the M1-A, the grand method of safety there, but you know, that's fire and that's safe. All right. And ow, woo, the rail's hot. I'm gonna work on a little perspiration and let you take another look at that thing. Can you tell it's hot? Don't get your hands too close to it now, viewers. It's a hot gun. It's a really hot day, of course, as it has been for a while. And firing that thing has heated it up. It's nice. Nice. You see the perspiration on it? That's one reason these stocks are so practical. They're not pretty, like a pretty piece of walnut, but you know, I drop sweat all over them and you don't have to worry about it. You can bleed all over it. It doesn't really matter, does it? Let's see, how many rounds do we have in here? We've got several. I don't know how many I'm going to shoot. One thing I wanted to show you, try to show you, is that for a really powerful round, well, I didn't mean to throw one out, but that's all right. For a really powerful round, isn't that a pretty sight? a really powerful round such as the 7.62 by 51 in a gun this small, rifle this small, it's still pretty controllable. I'm going to try to do a little rapid fire on the bottom of this barrel, okay? And I just, kind of a test for me too. I just want to see how controllable it is. Because you never know when you're going to have to stop an attacking metal drum. Now it's not going to put big holes in it, because again, it's a 30 caliber. So I'm going to get a good stance here and just blast away here a little bit. I don't know how many I'll shoot, but not bad. I really didn't have a big death grip on it. I was just kind of squeezing it, and not a problem. Not a problem. And I know that would be one question that you would have if you've not shot one of these in the shorter configuration, is how controllable is it? How easy is it to to maintain your sight picture and that sort of thing? I can't tell a lot of difference, to tell you the truth. It feels pretty neat. I like it. I like the size. I like it really well. Okay, what have I missed? Oh, there's a watermelon left. You think I ought to shoot him too? Yeah, we've got a couple of rounds. I guess we might as well. We've destroyed enough cinder blocks, I suppose. Alright. Let's see what happens to him. Right in the middle. We're going to put a round. I'm just your average professional melon killer. What else can we shoot? Not much, to tell you the truth. All right, popped him on the last shot. Oh man, that is sweet. That is one sweet gun. If you're not fired an M1-A, you need to do it sometime in your life. And yeah, I know when I get it out, I get a lot. I mean, people just ooh and ah, and I do too. This is interesting because it's that same gun in a really kind of a sexy format, I have to say. And I see it as a really practical format. It's functioned every time. I don't know how many I shot there. We fired well over 100, probably 150 rounds, and not a bobble. I mean, from the get-go. All I did was make sure it was lubed with my good old ballistol when I first got it in here a few days ago, and it has just worked like a dream. I mean, and you always think about that when you're talking about a different configuration on a semi-automatic rifle. Obviously, if it's a bolt gun, what difference does it make how long it is in terms of function? But with a semi-automatic gun, or automatic, you know, you've got a gas system, you know, everything has to work. You can't go tinkering with something and unless you know what you're doing. So apparently Springfield knew what they were doing on this gun. It's a it's a sweetie. I tell you, it's a sweetie. I really like that. I really do. Can you tell that? I just want to shoot it about 1,000 times. Oh man, that's all right. Trigger's not bad either. So I tell you what, just look at it and weep, salivate, because that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's the Socom 16. I'll calm down and get sensible. It's a really, really nice shooter. I love the feel of it, the heft of it. It's a convenient size, and it still throws out that same big round, powerful round. So, you know, I'm not sure what disadvantage there would be to that gun over the M1-A, the full length. I've not discovered one yet. I like it a lot, can you tell? Socom 16 by Springfield. I really appreciate them sending this gun to us and letting us put it through the paces. We will shoot it some more. Believe me, life is really good.